Hallo Leute, willkommen zurück. Weiter geht's. Ich muss jetzt irgendwie zum Maschinen, zum Dingsbums-Raum. Hier. Kann ich nicht erfüllen. Okay. So, halt eine Taschenlampe, weil ich habe eine Taschenlampe, aber das ist nicht der Interrogation-Raum. Ja, ich muss jetzt wohl die Dame befragen, aber wie ich jetzt zum Befragungsraum komme, ist die nächste Frage. Nope. Gehen wir mal auf unserem Schiff. Haben wir kein Licht oder ich weiß nicht. Das schaut nach Toilette aus. Da ist nicht. Da ist er. Ich würde sagen, das ist der Befragungsraum, ha?
And now to you.
Wie heißen Sie?
What's your name?
Fatima.
Haben Sie den Schiffsmotor manipuliert?
Did you manipulate the ship's engine?
What? Is that what you think?
Sie sind der einzige Tatverdächtige.
Good. You were the only person left on the ship. And somebody had to be piloting the ship.
Not me!
Then who was it?
Hans Dampf, der liebe Gott, LeChuck. LeChuck ist eine gute Arbeit.
LeChuck?
He fled with his men. Shortly before they started shooting at the ship. They just left us there. I was just trying to repair the engine. I wanted to get the fire under control so that we could survive.
Warum waren Sie auf dem Flüchtlingsschiff?
Why were you on the refugee boat?
What kind of question is that? I wanted to cross the ocean.
Und wieso waren Sie im Maschinenraum?
Why were you in the engine room?
I just happened to be down there coincidentally when the engine exploded.
Sie waren also zufällig unten.
You just happened to be down in the engine room, coincidentally. Why was that?
The smuggler called me down below deck. I guess he'd taken a liking to me.
Also kannten Sie die Schlepperbande doch.
So you did know the smugglers?
No. I was a refugee like everybody else on board that ship. He just thought I was pretty, but I didn't play along. He told me I could escape with him and that the others were doomed anyway.
Was passierte dann?
What happened then?
He got really angry. He said that if he couldn't have me, then I could just drown along with the other refugees. He locked me in the engine room and must have gotten into the lifeboat and fled. Shortly afterwards, shots came flying into the engine room. He was shooting at us.
Blödsinn, warum sollte er das tun?
Bull. Why would he do that? After all, it must have been his ship.
I don't know.
Let's talk about something else.
What else?
Well, if I can summarize your story so far, you have an argument with the skipper, and he has nothing better to do than to shoot at his own ship to get back at you? His ship, probably his biggest source of revenue. You're then stuck in the engine room and are trying to get an engine fire under control. I gotta say, that isn't too believable. I'm going to have to keep questioning you.
Sie sind also Mechanikerin.
So, you're an engineer.
Yes. Engineering is my dream. I already started tinkering around with my dad's car when I was a kid. I want to do what I love. Oil, gasoline, and engines are my world.
Ich bespreche mich mit meinem Kollegen.
I'm going to discuss this with my colleague. We're going to carry on our conversation later.
So. Ups, nee, da habe ich nicht rein, Tür zu. Die bleibt jetzt da drinnen. Der Kollege war da irgendwo, oder? Kollege? Larry?
What's up, Finn?
Ich habe Arbeit für
I
dich.
have work for you.
Samples? Fingerprints? Database tests? No problem. Just put that object of yours up on the lab table, or rather, the computer, and I can explain the rest to you.
Ich glaube, ich habe nichts, oder? Ne, das ist leer. Gut, also er kann mir nicht helfen. Boah, das ist dunkel. Ich muss jetzt schon mit der Taschenlampe herumlaufen, damit ich was sehe. Ja, mit welchen Kollegen soll ich mich besprechen? Ist ja niemand. Da ist irgendein Lagerraum, okay. Ist das eine Zelle oder schaut so aus? Okay, irgendwer hat die Toiletten zugesperrt. Gut, jetzt geht's wieder raus. Ja, es ist halt nur die Frage, wo ist der Kollege, mit dem ich reden soll? Kollege, wo bist du? Okay, da kann ich nicht drauf. Ja, da komme ich wahrscheinlich auch nur da wieder rein. Ja, genau.
Hello? What do you think of Fatima, Coleman?
I'm skeptical. What was she doing in the engine room? Maybe she was destroying evidence and covering for her husband who organized the whole thing.
Okay, sie behauptet, das Schiff sei beschossen worden.
She says the ship was being shot at.
Why would someone be doing that unless they were trying to destroy evidence?
We can't prove it anymore, that's for sure. The ship has sunk and the other refugees won't say a word.
Maybe it really was just an unsafe ship. The engine fire could have been caused by anything, really. You know that there have been a huge number of refugee ships sinking lately. We can hardly keep up with our rescue missions. The Border Control Agency is already under a lot of pressure because they don't seem to be able to stop the refugees from heading out in those derelict, dangerous ships. I'm surprised those things even float, but I'm still skeptical.
Okay.
Do you want to question the suspect, Coleman?
No, it's fine. I'm sure you can handle it, Finn.
Okay, what do we do with her?
We should probably hand her over to the authorities on land. I can already start preparing her asylum application.
All right, agreed. I'll let her know and then we can take her into custody.
Na schön, dann nehmen wir sie halt in Gewahrsam. Wo bin ich jetzt so ungefähr? Ah, da wo ich gerade war. Mein Gott. Das heißt, er war da drinnen. Das muss man mal wissen.
And now to you. My colleague will take care of the asylum application. Until then, I'm afraid we're going to have to take you into custody and keep you in our cell.
You really want to lock me up?
Yes, at least until the authorities in your country of destination can take you in.
Defoe, this is MSC. Over. This is an emergency.
Na,
A Ro-Ro ferry has caught fire.
It just keeps coming today.
Okay, MSC, we're on our way to the Ro-Ro ferry.
I've already programmed in the new waypoint, so let's pilot the Daniel Defoe over there.
Neuer Logbucheintrag. Schon wieder ein brennendes Schiff, diesmal eine Ro-Ro-Fähre. Dieser neue Einsatz hat erstmal Vorrang. Auf zum neuen Wegpunkt. Okay, na dann. Wo ist der neue Wegpunkt? Da unten. Fahren wir halt einmal hin. Weil ich finde, das Spiel ist gar nicht mal so übel. Ich habe den ersten Seenotretter gar nicht gespielt. Ich habe den nur bei einem anderen Let's Play-Kollegen gesehen. Und ich muss auch sagen, ich war eigentlich kurz davor, dass ich mir den kaufe. Aber durch einen netten Zufall habe ich dann die Möglichkeit bekommen, dass ich das Spiel euch zeigen darf. Und ja, was immer. Ja, ich gebe Vollgas. Das große Schiff ist nicht gerade schnell. Das andere Schiff ist scheinbar wirklich schon gesunken, oder? Da hinten ist, glaube ich, nur mehr der Ölfrachter, der das gemeldet hat. Wer weiß, vielleicht ist das ja das Schiff, mit dem der andere geflüchtet ist. Dann klärt sich ihre Geschichte vielleicht auf. Mal schauen. Es schaut so aus, als wäre das so nah, aber es ist doch so weit weg. Ist das überhaupt das Ziel, wo wir hin müssen? Weil laut Navi, ich sage immer Navi. Ich fahre mal zu dem Schiff, oder? Laut Karte muss ich eigentlich weiter rüber, da. So. Okay. Vielleicht sollte ich doch mehr in die Richtung fahren. Gibt es eigentlich sowas wie eine Map? Nö. Was ist das? Logbuch. Kann ich das irgendwie ver... Was ist denn jetzt?
Finn, what was that?
I don't know. The ship isn't moving.
Blackout? Total breakdown?
Crap. And we don't have a technician on hand to get the Defoe back up and running.
Really, a less than ideal situation considering the bad weather we're in. And the Ro-Ro ferry needs our help.
MSC, the Defoe isn't moving. Blackout.
Can you get her up and running again?
Nö.
We're trying, but we don't have the necessary know-how on board.
Doch, haben wir. Eigentlich haben wir es schon. Was ist passiert? Das Schiff steht, keine Instrumente funktionieren mehr, totaler Blackout. Wer kennt sich damit aus? Unser Schiffmechaniker Mads hat leider vor kurzem die Crew verlassen. Ich werde einen Ersatzmechaniker bestimmen müssen. Echt jetzt? Muss ich jetzt wirklich die Tante fragen, ne? F5, okay.
What do you think of Fatima, Coleman?
She claims she's a mechanic. I don't like to say it, but maybe she can actually help us now.
So, ich gehe mal ins Menü. Kann ich vielleicht die Helligkeit, Aussensitivität, Gamma-Einstellungen? Ist das jetzt heller? Nö. Also irgendwie ist das Spiel verdammt dunkel, Leute. Machst bitte die Tür. Okay. Ist das jetzt heller? Nicht wirklich, oder? Komisches Spiel. Achso, der ist jetzt wahrscheinlich in der Zelle. Da nicht. Ich sehe nichts. Zelle ist da.
Fatima.
Mm-hmm.
We have a problem.
Mm-hmm.
We have a blackout on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
If you really are an engineer, then you should be able to localize and fix the problem.
What are you proposing?
We let you out of the cell. You repair the engine. And we put in a good word for you and your story.
But don't you dare try anything stupid.
I'll try my best.
Okay.
And? What can you see in the engine room, Fatima?
I think I've already been able to locate the problem.
I have a really bad feeling about her getting her hands on our engine, Finn. It's irresponsible.
Wait a minute. I think I can start it back up using this.
Wow. The machines are up and running again.
I have to say, I'm kind of impressed.
That was great, Fatima. Maybe there's some truth to your story after.
You trust her? Seriously?
Let's head over to the Ro-Ro ferry first, Coleman.
I'm just gonna clean up here a bit, and then I'll join you.
Coleman, I've been thinking.
What is it, Finn?
We desperately need a new engineer on board. Good personnel is hard to come by. And Fatima was able to fix.
Oh no, Finn. No. She's a suspect in a crime, Finn.
There hasn't been any proof yet that she's actually guilty.
She doesn't even have a visa.
We can get her one if the check doesn't turn up anything. Now that we've seen her work, I believe her story. Besides, I like her.
My God, Finn, she's completely messed with your head.
But what would actually be wrong with it?
You're the boss. But don't say I didn't warn you.
Fatima,
Yes?
you're looking for a job as an engineer?
You're joking. I can only dream about a job like that.
Do you think you could hold your own with a Coast Guard crew?
You mean I'm supposed to... on your...
We could put in a good word for you at the very least.
I don't know. Do you think that...
Yes or no?
Yes! Yes, of course I do!
Na bitte, sucht man zu einem neuen Schiffsmechaniker. Aber Leute, ich sage euch eins, dass den Logbucheintrag benennen wir in der nächsten Folge um. Danke fürs Zuschauen und bis zum nächsten Mal.